Hi everybody. Just letting you on the latest thing I'm doing now, the latest project. I've just rolled out a slab of clay. Not too remarkable about that. Quite big. But what I've got here is a mould, a slump mould I've made, which is just a circle of ply. Put a plastic cottle around it, cast some plaster into it, and when it was just almost dry, I just used a rib and turned a slight hump on it, and this is what I'm going to use for some large plates. I've rolled out the clay, rolled it out on a bit of cloth, and what I'm going to do is make sure it's nice and flat. That's the tricky bit. Place the clay over the hump mould. Make sure it's fairly central. And leaving the cloth on, smooth it down over the mould itself. And then what we'll do is trim it off as wide as we can. Just use a needle for this. Just marking with my finger, just a fingerprint, the widest circle I've got on this slab of clay. I don't normally do slab work, so I'm not really set up with a slab slab roller. I have to do it all by hand, so I'll just mark this. Get it as big a plate as I can get, and try not to scratch the mould underneath, because that just lifts up bits of plaster. Okay, so that's that part done. And what I want to do is I want to put a foot ring on this. I don't know if you can see it, I'll just double check. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we have it here in front of us. It's only got a slight hump on it, that's why I'm not bothered throwing it. It's a lot easier to work with. What we're going to do is just roll out a donut of clay, mark with my finger where I want the foot ring to go. I don't know if you can see it, I can see it. We need quite a long roll of clay. Like I say, I'm just making this up as I go along. I tend to involve you in all of my mistakes and trials and tribulations. So that's more or less central. Zoom the outside of this. This clay's fairly wet, so I'm not bothered scoring it underneath. As I could have done really if I wasn't lazy. This is the first one of these I've made for a long time, so it might work, it might not. Okay. That's what I can do. water bucket. Not too bad. There we have it. One large plate. With a nice ample foot ring. Now there it is finished. Another view on it. Should be able to take this off fairly quickly because the plaster mould will just draw all the water out of this clay. And I'll show you where we go from there.